Hi, I'm Lorraine from Sow the Land, and today I'm going to be making turkey stock with our turkey bones left over from Thanksgiving. So I've saved them here in these Ziploc bags, and it's just the bones, maybe bits of meat, and some of the onions that we used to smoke our turkey. What I've got behind me is a stock pot filled with water, and that's heating up, and I'm just gonna prep my ingredients to get them into the pot. Now, making turkey stock is not an exact science. It's just a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but you definitely don't want to forget about the sea salt. The sea salt is what's going to give it the most flavor. Any of these additional ingredients are going to give it even more flavor and make it taste really yummy. So I've got 2 carrots, and really you can just dump them in the pot just like this. There's really no need for fine chopping. We really don't need to do too much to these ingredients. I like using the skins on the onions because that helps give it such a nice, dark, rich golden color. So I'll save these and just throw them in the pot as well. I do like to cut my onions in half. I feel like that helps release more of the flavor, but you don't have to do that. I've also got 1 little tiny bouquet of herbs, and this is from my garden. This is what's left of the sage and some thyme. You can add whatever you like. If you've got rosemary or perhaps some parsley, you can add that as well, but this is what we like. And then for the garlic, I've got 2 small heads of garlic. I'm just going to chop the bottom off. I've also got some whole peppercorns here, and you're just gonna put in about a teaspoon of whole peppercorns. I've also got some turmeric powder that I'm gonna add to the pot as well. Most importantly is the sea salt. For this size of a pot, I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of sea salt. Okay, it's that simple. Now we just grab everything and put it right into the pot. Okay, so let's add in our frozen turkey bones. I've saved the bones, the skin, the cartilage, and there might be bits of meat still left on these bones, and this is gonna make for excellent stock. We smoked our turkey this year in our smoker, and you can already smell that delicious smoked flavor. So this is one part. Let's get the other pieces. Get that in there. If you've found that you've accidentally overfilled your pot and you're worried that once it reaches a boil, it's gonna spill over, you can take a liquid measuring cup and just scoop out a little bit of that water. We haven't added the sea salt yet, so it's okay to do this. You really want the most water you can in here because that's going to create the most amount of broth. So if you were to only fill it here, that's the only amount of broth you would get, but I filled mine to here. Plus you also want to cover your ingredients well with water. We like turmeric in our broth, so I am just going to add a few shakes. And now the most important thing for your broth is the sea salt. And now our broth is ready to be boiled. I'm gonna place a lid on, and that's going to help the pot reach to a boil. So once it reaches a boil, I'm gonna lower this down to a low boil and let it boil for 3 hours long. Okay, so this has been boiling at a low boil for about 3 hours. And it's cooled down some, so we can strain it off into jars. All right, so I have a funnel that fits into a mason jar and a stainless steel mesh strainer. And already you can see this nice golden color, and it absolutely smells amazing. So I like to have a couple of jars, quart-sized jars, in my refrigerator, and I won't put these into my refrigerator until they have cooled down completely. But I also like to have a couple of these freezer safe jars. These ones are the straight neck jars. They don't have a shoulder to them, and they will usually say freezer safe on them. And once these cool down completely, I will put them into the refrigerator overnight and then transfer them into the freezer. Now, when we like to sip on this broth, I like to top it with a little bit of sea salt and a wedge of a lemon or a slice of a lemon. It's absolutely delicious. It's very hot. It's very good. Now this broth will keep good in your freezer for about 6 months, and these quart-sized jars will last in your refrigerator for about a week. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys try out this recipe for turkey broth, and I hope you guys have a great day. What else am I saying? Okay.